Today, in every country, every state in the U.S., and virtually every law enforcement agency, dogs can be found playing significant roles in routine traffic stops and every major investigation at the local, state, and federal levels. Chucky was always willing to go above and beyond, always eager to serve his community. He served his BCSO family, he served his handler, Deputy Kevin Rasmussen, and he served his home family with a love like no other, like only a dog can love. Chucky died a hero in every sense of the word. Today, it's my distinct honor to award Chucky several medals for his service to his family in blue, and to a grateful community. I will read the citations, and our honor guard will posthumously present the medals. On January 25th, Bexar County deputies joined Texas DPS and several other agencies in an ongoing pursuit of a dangerous felony suspect. The suspect had already led law enforcement officers through several counties before reaching Bexar County lines. Among these deputies were K-9 Chucky and his handler, Deputy Kevin Rasmussen. Several times during the ongoing pursuit, deputies placed themselves in harm's way to attempt to stop the fleeing felon. Various attempts failed, and the suspect continued to place thousands of civilians and dozens of officers at the risk of life and limb with every passing second. The suspect was evading at high speeds and was shooting at officers, who, undeterred, continued in their relentless pursuit. They were determined to stop this suspect, despite obvious risk to themselves. The suspect stopped his vehicle at Loop 1604 near Alamo Ranch Parkway. He exited his vehicle and took one more shot at approaching officers before fleeing again on foot. Still armed and indiscriminately pointing his weapon, the suspect continued to place others at risk. Officers followed on foot and in vehicles, trying to contain the suspect while maintaining as safe a distance as possible. K-9 Chucky and Deputy Rasmussen were among those who followed on foot. DPS 107 provided overwatch and guidance. Despite the need to stop this suspect, who continued to physically threaten officers with his weapon, officers showed amazing restraint to avoid injuring bystanders and passing motorists. After several long and tense minutes and covering approximately a half mile of distance on foot, the suspect reached a point where officers might safely engage him should the need arise. In a last-ditch attempt to end the incident, while mindful of the sanctity of all human life, the on-scene commander made the decision to deploy Chucky to end the suspect's rampage. Chucky attempted a jump and takedown of the suspect, but landed in a vulnerable position, in front of and just a few feet from the armed suspect. The suspect fired at Chucky from near point-blank range, and Chucky was shot once in the torso. Chucky went down, and officers fired upon the suspect to stop him. For wounds received in the line of duty and under hostile fire, Chucky is being awarded the BCSO Purple Heart Medal. Although Chucky was mortally wounded, he was not done with this fight or with saving lives. Chucky got back up and stayed in the fight and engaged the suspect again. He bit and held on to the suspect, who continued to fire his weapon indiscriminately. Chucky was shot a second time during this struggle. Due to Chucky's actions, the suspect was unable to aim his weapon as he fired, and dozens of officers and countless civilians were saved from injury or death. For these actions, Chucky is being awarded the BCSO Life-Saving Medal. The suspect was taken into custody and will stand trial for his crimes. Hundreds, if not thousands, of people owe their lives to K-9 Chucky for actions far and above the call of duty, and for laying down his life so that others may live. K-9 Chucky is hereby awarded the highest award possible, the BCSO Medal of Honor. we all owe Chucky a debt of gratitude. He will go down in history as the first BCSO K-9 to lose his life in the line of duty due to hostile actions. He will take his place on the wall of honor next to all the other heroes before him. Our lives moving forward, the citizens of Bexar County, the men and women of the BCSO, Kevin, Rochelle, Joe, and William, are richer because this brave, sweet soul existed. Rest easy, K-9 Chucky. The fight is ours now in your honor. Nemo me impune, let's sit.